Jonquel Jones knocked Caitlin Clark to the floor with a hard body check, but the referees did not call a foul. When Clark got up and argued the missed call, she was given a technical foul instead. Later in the game, Breanna Stewart made contact with Clark's face, and once again the officials let it go without a whistle. The New York Liberty played with a physical edge all night, but by the final buzzer, the Indiana Fever had made them pay. Sophie Cunningham, Myisha Hines-Allen, and Lexie Hull refused to let the rough play continue without responding, and the way they stood up for their teammate became the biggest moment of the game as the WNBA reacted to Caitlin Clark's teammates taking on the Liberty. If you support the Fever players for standing up for Clark, share your thoughts in the comments below.
Here it is, Clark trying to fight through the action, gets leveled by Jonquel Jones.
That's a legal screen. I mean, I know it's a lot of contact, but Jones was there.
So Stewart hit the free throw in New York out to a 9-2 lead.
The whole situation started with a play that should never have been considered a legal screen. Early in the first quarter, Indiana ran an offensive set while Jonquel Jones waited for Caitlin Clark, but instead of staying still to set a proper screen, she stepped forward just as Clark arrived. The impact knocked Clark hard to the floor. A legal screen requires the player setting it to stay in position and absorb the contact, not move into the defender. Although the broadcast described the play as legal because Jones had established position, simply having position is not enough if the screener moves into the defender instead of remaining stationary as the rules require.
A technical is called, and I believe that was against Caitlin Clark. So a very hard screen.
As soon as Caitlin Clark got back to her feet, she turned to the official and questioned the call. The referee had a clear view of the entire play, but chose not to call a foul on Jonquel Jones. Instead of penalizing the contact, the officials gave Clark a technical foul for arguing, leaving many people frustrated with how the situation was handled.
Like, well, she was still. What part of still do they not understand? She moved right as Caitlin Clark was getting to her, and her shoulder is dipped. A legal screen, that is not how they teach setting screens.
After the game, Stephanie White did not directly criticize the referees. Instead, she focused on the importance of managing Caitlin Clark's technical fouls throughout the long season and making sure her star player stays aware of where she stands. However, one number should concern every Indiana Fever fan. This technical foul was Clark's 6th of the season, and under WNBA rules, a player is automatically suspended for 1 game after receiving 8 technical fouls, with another suspension added for every 2 technicals after that. Clark is now just 2 technical fouls away from missing a game, even though many believe this situation began with a collision that was never called as a foul.
We have seen Stewie make some plays today defensively. Comes over, right hand.
Oh, that hand does hit the face of the follow through though.
She does. She meets her up top, but definitely contact.
Boston, corner 3, can't connect, Stewart the rebound.
That technical foul now follows Indiana into every remaining game of the season. From this point forward, every questionable no call carries even more weight because it brings Caitlin Clark 1 step closer to a suspension. And the controversial moments did not end with Jonquel Jones' screen. Later in the game, Breanna Stewart's hand appeared to make contact with Clark's face during a defensive play. The replay showed the contact clearly, but the officials did not call a foul or stop the game to review it for a possible flagrant foul, allowing play to continue as if nothing had happened.
Behind the back, Stewart comes over, blocks the shot. Mark feels like she got hit in the
Defensively, comes over, right hand.
does hit the face on the follow through though.
She does. She meets her up top, but definitely comes down afterwards and contacts to the face.
The situation was clear. Jonquel Jones drove into Caitlin Clark instead of setting a proper screen. Clark was knocked to the floor, and somehow she was the one who received the technical foul. That call left Clark with 6 technical fouls on the season, putting her even closer to an automatic suspension. Instead of letting the frustration take over, Indiana responded where it mattered most. The Fever fell behind by 13 points in the first quarter, largely because Maureen Johannes caught fire from beyond the arc, knocking down 4 of her first 5 three-point attempts and scoring 12 points in the opening period. Breanna Stewart added a three-pointer and a jumper, helping the Liberty take complete control early. With their experienced roster playing confidently and setting the pace, New York disrupted Indiana's rhythm and finished the first quarter with a commanding 28-16 lead.
This layup is crazy. She gets fouled multiple times. Look at this, at the three-point line, gets crushed by the defender, spin move, gets hit again over two defenders, a 7-foot wingspan, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook shot, like ridiculous. She can do it all. She's amazing.
Caitlin Clark was not playing at full strength in this game. It was Indiana's first back-to-back set of games in 2 seasons, so the coaching staff carefully managed her minutes. She also had to deal with foul trouble, the technical foul from the earlier incident with Jonquel Jones, and a shooting performance that was not as sharp as the previous night. After the game, Coach Stephanie White acknowledged that Clark looked slightly off at times but praised her for making the right decisions, taking what the defense allowed and continuing to create scoring opportunities for her teammates even when her own shots were not falling. At the same time, New York continued to get favorable calls, while Indiana struggled offensively as the early deficit threatened to turn into an even bigger problem.
To shoot, Mitchell has to hurry. Oh, SJ, she fell. Mitchell buries the three.
This is what it takes to win. And just off the jab step alone, Astier might have already been a little off balance, but Mitchell elects to not use the dribble, uses the jab, and then sets herself up for a knockdown.
Instead of letting the game slip away, Sophie Cunningham stepped up at the perfect time and refused to let the Liberty pull further ahead. She knocked down a 23-foot three-pointer and then followed it with another from 27 feet, both coming off assists from Monique Billings. Each basket gave Indiana a much-needed boost, helping the Fever stay within striking distance. Cunningham's timely shooting prevented the game from getting out of control and gave her teammates the momentum and confidence they needed to begin fighting their way back.
Are you kidding me? What a courageous shot from Kelsey Mitchell.
There's Mitchell trying to find somebody down low. It's Billings who will attack, kicks it to the corner. Cunningham, the three. Oh, it is so pure.
The second quarter was the turning point as Indiana stopped absorbing pressure and started fighting back. Instead of losing focus after the physical play and questionable officiating, the Fever stayed composed and cut into the deficit one possession at a time. A key 13-3 run late in the quarter changed the momentum, with Kelsey Mitchell making important free throws and Tyasha Harris hitting a big three-pointer that energized the team. Rather than letting frustration take over, Indiana stayed disciplined and continued executing on both ends of the floor. Even with limited minutes, extra defensive attention, and an off-shooting night, Caitlin Clark continued to impact the game with her passing, finishing with 17 points and 7 assists while consistently creating open looks for her teammates. By halftime, the Fever had erased most of the 13-point deficit, trimming it to just 4 points at 49-45, proving they were far from out of the game and setting the stage for an unexpected third-quarter comeback.
He can't get it. Rebound to Cunningham. Clark inside, whips a pass to Boston. What a connection! Count the bucket and a chance for one more.
Notice that she's steady, she's surveying, using her body, knows Astier is trailing, trying to get in the play, and then the high right-handed shot off the glass through contact.
Indiana erased a 13-point deficit by completely changing the intensity of the game in the third quarter, outscoring New York 30-12 after trailing for most of the first half. The turnaround began with a move that received little attention at halftime when Myisha Hines-Allen came off the bench to start the third quarter. Her presence immediately changed the game's physical tone. After New York had spent the first half playing aggressively and making life difficult for Caitlin Clark, Hines-Allen answered with even greater toughness, battling in the paint, controlling rebounds, and attacking with confidence. She capped off her impressive stretch by hitting a game-tying three-pointer that energized the crowd and shifted the momentum completely. In only 14 minutes, she posted an outstanding plus 22 rating, showing that her impact went far beyond the stat sheet and helped change the entire direction of the game.
I love this. Aaliyah Boston staying strong on the glass. Offensive rebound put back. Caitlin Clark finds Hines-Allen in the corner. Hines-Allen got back in the game.
Throughout the third quarter, Myisha Hines-Allen stayed active on defense, constantly pressuring the ball, disrupting dribbles, and jumping into passing lanes. Her hustle forced the Liberty out of their normal offensive rhythm, turning routine possessions into rushed and uncomfortable plays. While those defensive efforts may not have made the highlight reels, they had a huge impact by creating turnovers and making it difficult for New York to find any offensive flow as the quarter went on.
It is one of those calls you simply just have to make and catch.
Yes.
Hull, the steal. She's going to have open runway. Lexie Hull will take it to the rim.
Aaliyah Boston took control of the paint on both ends of the floor, shutting down second-chance opportunities that had hurt Indiana earlier and finishing efficiently around the basket whenever she got the ball. With Boston dominating inside, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell took over on the perimeter. Clark repeatedly drew multiple defenders before finding Mitchell for open shots, and Mitchell delivered with a huge four-point play that completely energized the crowd and signaled that the momentum had fully shifted. By the end of the third quarter, New York managed only 12 points, while Indiana exploded for 30. That dominant 30-12 quarter became the perfect response to the physical play, missed calls, and tough treatment from the first half, as the Fever turned the tables and took complete control of the game.
How does Breanna Stewart even foul somebody like that in midair? Kelsey Mitchell, the amazing shot. Should have been like a flagrant just to take somebody out in the air. It's what happens to Caitlin Clark. 30% of the time she shoots three-pointers. And then Sophie Cunningham says, bye, go back to New York.
The numbers from this game tell the story better than anything else. Kelsey Mitchell led the way with 33 points while shooting an outstanding 10 of 14 from the field. She also knocked down 4 of her 6 three-point attempts and made 9 of her 13 free throws. It was more than just another strong performance. It marked her second consecutive 30-point game and tied a franchise record with her 10th straight game scoring at least 20 points. Even with New York focused on slowing her down, Mitchell continued to score efficiently and proved once again why she has become one of the league's most dangerous offensive players.
Dubs. Back-to-back Dubskis. Dubs.
Kelsey Mitchell's third quarter alone should be a warning to every team still left on Indiana's schedule. She exploded for 14 points in the period while shooting an incredible 5 of 6 from the field, meaning she scored more by herself than the entire New York Liberty team, which managed only 12 points in the quarter. That dominant stretch completely changed the game, turning the momentum in Indiana's favor and taking the confidence out of the Liberty as the Fever seized full control.
Man, is she a buck? Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell, you blink and she is gone.
Oh, but it's too much Mitchell. Look at Mitchell. She's a blur down the park. Oh, count the basket. Mitchell has to hurry. Oh, STA, she fell. Mitchell buries the three. Wisely pulls it out. Mitchell for three. Oh, she drinks it. Mitchell still showing plenty of endurance. Rises up. Oh, are you kidding me? I tell you what, Ice.
So tough. She's so tough.
Caitlin Clark finished the game with 17 points and 7 assists, and considering everything she had to deal with, it was another strong all-around performance. She battled foul trouble, played limited minutes during Indiana's first back-to-back in 2 seasons, and shot 5 of 14 from the field, yet she still controlled the offense from start to finish. New York constantly sent extra defenders her way, but Clark continued to make smart passes and create open scoring opportunities for her teammates. She also kept attacking the basket despite the physical defense, making an impact that went well beyond what the box score alone could show. Aaliyah Boston delivered another complete performance with 15 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block, making an impact in nearly every area of the game. She protected the paint on defense while finishing efficiently around the basket on offense, giving Indiana the steady presence it needed despite the difficult officiating. Tyasha Harris provided a valuable spark off the bench with 11 points and 4 assists, showing the Fever's depth extends well beyond their biggest stars. Sophie Cunningham added 11 points while hitting 3 of her 4 three-point attempts and recording 2 blocks, while Myisha Hines-Allen made a huge impact with a game-best plus, 22 in just 14 minutes. Lexie Hull also contributed with 8 points and 2 steals, helping Indiana on both ends of the floor. As a team, the Fever recorded 22 assists compared to New York's 19, a clear sign that the offense was built on smart ball movement, teamwork, and creating quality shots rather than relying on individual plays.
The 3, can't get it, rebound to Cunningham. Clark inside, whips a pass to Boston, what a connection! Count the bucket, and a chance for one more.
This game showed what the Indiana Fever can look like when they are healthy, playing with confidence, and executing their game plan. They finished with a convincing 108-88 victory, and the 20-point margin still did not fully reflect how dominant they were after taking control in the third quarter. If this level of play continues, the rest of the WNBA will have plenty to think about during the 2026 season. After the game, much of the attention shifted from the final score to the officiating. Reporters wanted to know whether anyone from the Fever would publicly criticize the referees. Head coach Stephanie White took a measured approach, explaining that she did not ask for an explanation about the missed call during the game, but emphasized that there need to be discussions about how technical fouls are being issued, especially with Caitlin Clark now close to the league's automatic suspension threshold. White chose not to attack the officials directly or criticize the league, instead keeping her comments focused and professional.
Getting into the heart of the defense.
Clark, the backdoor pass to Mitchell. Oh, the 1-2 connection, and he can put one more on it.
Caitlin Clark's technical foul was her 6th of the season, bringing a $1,000 fine and leaving her just 2 technical fouls away from an automatic 1-game suspension under WNBA rules. Several reports highlighted another controversial moment involving Breanna Stewart, with replays appearing to show Stewart making contact with Clark's face without a foul being called or the play being reviewed for a possible flagrant. The incident quickly became a major topic on social media, where many questioned why the contact went unpunished while Clark's reaction resulted in a technical foul and a fine. With Clark now sitting at 6 technicals, every future call carries added importance because reaching 8 would trigger a suspension, with additional suspensions coming after every 2 technicals beyond that. That is why Stephanie White is focused on encouraging Clark to be careful with her reactions rather than publicly attacking the officials, choosing to protect her star player from the risk of suspension while avoiding unnecessary conflict over the officiating.
Got the tech there in the first quarter. Did you get explanation on that technical foul? And then secondly, because it's 6 and 8 you get suspended, does that conversation around that suspension get louder?
Yeah, I didn't ask for an explanation. I think there was a reaction probably after a call or a no call. I don't remember exactly at that moment. But yeah, certainly there are conversations, and there have to be conversations. It's a long season.
The players also avoided directly criticizing the officiating, but they made it clear they supported Caitlin Clark's competitive spirit while carefully choosing their words to avoid unnecessary fines. Throughout the season, questions about officiating consistency have remained a major topic across the WNBA, and this game only added to that discussion as missed calls and technical fouls continued to draw attention. Inside the Indiana locker room, however, the focus was not on the referees but on how the team responded. Instead of letting frustration take over, the Fever dominated the second half, using a remarkable 30-12 third quarter to seize complete control of the game. Clark continued to lead despite the physical defense and technical foul, while Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston delivered outstanding performances with strong support from Sophie Cunningham, Myisha Hines-Allen, Lexie Hull, and Tyasha Harris. That balanced effort showed the strength and depth of Indiana's roster as they secured an impressive 108-88 victory. The Fever left the court looking confident, disciplined, and ready to build on their momentum heading into the 2026 season. If you enjoyed this breakdown, share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest fever news and highlights.